What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we're coming in with a little story time video for you guys talking about the time where I sparked a blunt on the school bus. But before I dive into that, I want to mention a couple things. First off, drop a like if you do enjoy. Second off, check out my giveaway in the description below. The stuff I'm giving away is worth $250,000, so you could just sell it if you don't want it. And also, I'm super fucking sick. Like, I was sick last week, and then I got better for like 2 days, and now I'm sick again, and my throat hurts. So this isn't going to be the longest video. This isn't going to be the most like enthusiastic sounding video because it kind of fucking hurts to make this video. So either way, hope you guys enjoy it. Let's dive into it. So this happened, I want to say a little under a year ago. You know, maybe, yeah, a little under a year ago, because I remember it was nice out. It was like maybe April, and at this point, I was going to my alternative school, as most of you guys know, and, you know, at that school, everybody did drugs. You know, nobody really gave a fuck. Like, the teachers kind of knew about it, but they didn't really do anything, and same with the bus drivers. Like, kids would just openly in the hallways talk about deals after school or, like, serving or doing drugs after school or whatever, and nobody would really do anything. Whereas, like, at the old school I was going to, the normal public school I was going to, if you said shit like that in front of a teacher, oh, you're getting hit with it. Go to the dean's office. But at this school, really, as long as you didn't get, like, super fucked up to the point where you couldn't function or bring drugs to school, they didn't really care, you know? So on this particular day, I had a blunt in my backpack. I had a pack of Swishers and 2 pre-rolls in there. Not too much weed. One was like a gram and the other was like a 10 sack. And, you know, I'm sitting in there. You know, I'm sitting in class just thinking about how bad I want to smoke right now. You know, I had a headache. It was a shitty day. And, you know, at this point, I was taking the bus home pretty frequently. You know, basically whenever the girl who would normally drive me home didn't go to school, I would take the bus home. So, you know, school day ends, I go hop on my bus, and my bus has like 3 or 4 people on it. You know, it's a full-size bus. It's not a short one, but, you know, since so few kids went to the school and they had a bunch of different buses for like where all the kids lived, like the alternative school I went to, every high school in the district fed kids into it. So they had to have a good amount of buses because kids lived so far apart, you know? So on my bus, there was like 3 or 4 kids on it, usually 3. And, you know, I'm sitting there, I get on the bus, you know, bus driver's pretty cool. And normally she has her daughter with her on the bus who's like 3 years old, but on this day she didn't. Now, if I did this when her kid was on the bus, I would have felt shitty as hell, but the kid wasn't on the bus, so I was cool. I was ready to go. So I hop on the bus. I'm sitting there, and I'm just waiting for this bus to, you know, drop me off at my stop so I can just get home and smoke a blunt. But, you know, I'm sitting next to a kid who we're going to call, what are we going to call her? There was 2 kids on the bus, 2 other kids. We're going to call one girl Kathy, and the other girl, or the other dude, excuse me, I don't know. The other dude didn't really do anything, so whatever. But I'm sitting next to Kathy, not like literally next to each other, but like seats across the aisle, kind of talking. And I'm telling her, I'm like, I just want to get the fuck off this bus so I can smoke. My head's pounding. Like, I feel like shit. And she's like, why don't you just smoke right now? In like kind of a joking way. And like at first, you know, what I first said to her, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And she was like, do it. And I was like, okay, I guess. So, you know, since it was pretty nice out, most of the windows on the bus were already down. So I figured, you know, I'd just take one hit, you know, literally one hit of this blunt. So I bust out the blunt. She didn't even know, like, she knew I had it on me, but I don't know if she believed me or not because she acted kind of surprised when I, like, busted it out on the bus. So I bust out the blunt. I chose the skinnier one, threw the dub one back in my bag, pulled out my lighter. I always stayed strapped with the lighter. I had my squares on me, too. And, you know, put the blunt in my mouth, and I'm kind of looking up. I'm waiting until we're not at a stoplight because I knew that even if I zeroed it, smoke would still come up from the blunt. And I was going to put it out immediately after I took my hit, but I knew even the smallest amount of smoke she would see because if we were stopped at a light, she would usually just be staring back in the mirror because she was used to having these fucking delinquents on the bus, just big hooligans causing shenanigans, you know? So I'm sitting there, I wait until the bus starts going at a decent rate, we're not really near any stoplights, and I spark it up. Now, I spark it up, I take the fattest hit I possibly can, and I hold it. I hold it as long as I can. I nearly zero it. I almost zeroed it, but it was a pretty fat hit. And as I was holding the hit, I put it out almost immediately. Now, what I didn't really account for was the smell, because for me and most of the kids who went to this school, the smell of weed is pretty normal. Like, it gets to the point eventually, especially with me, where unless I was literally shoving my face in some weed, like, I almost couldn't smell someone smoking. And now that I haven't smoked in a long time, it actually shocks me how easily you can smell someone who smokes. Like, it's fucking insane. For all you dudes who smoke bud out there, all you ladies who smoke bud out there, and you think you could smoke a blunt and just put on a little cologne or like wash your hair and you don't smell like it, it doesn't work. My nose, I'm like a police dog now. Like, I can smell weed on anybody. It's actually crazy. I never realized it was like that for people who don't smoke. That's probably why I got busted by cops so much. But anyways, so I put the blunt out. I just had to put it out on my backpack and immediately just stuff it back in my bag. I didn't even take the time to open the pack of Swishers because I was like, oh shit, I just did that. And it kind of like hit me as I was holding the hit and putting it back. Like, why the fuck did I just do that? Like, what did I do? And I put it away, and maybe like 3 seconds after I zip my bag back up, the bus driver looks back and she's like, are you smoking back there? And she didn't say it directly to me. She said it to like the whole bus. She's like, are you guys smoking back there? And I was the first one to respond. I was just like, no. And she was like, I can smell it from up here. I'm not stupid. And I figured like, oh, she fucking knows. I'm boned. I'm fucked. Here I go. Deuces high school opportunities, even though I dropped out the next year. Deuces my life. Deuces everything. I figured I was about to get fucked. I figured she was going to lock the fucking bus up and I was going to sit there and she was going to call 12 and I was going to have to wait and the SWAT team would show up and throw a flashbang at my fucking forehead. That'd be shitty. But she just said that. And I was just like, no, yeah, I'm not smoking. I mean, you can, like, look. I don't have anything. And I held both my hands up to her, and I showed her, like, I'm not even fucking holding anything to smoke, And since I put it out, no more smoke was rising up. And I was looking up as I took the first hit, and, like, maybe, the smallest amount of smoke rose up from the blunt, the smallest amount, because I made the extra effort to make sure I zeroed as much as I could. So, and it went out of the window super quick because we were driving, it went out of the window super fucking fast. So I don't think she saw that part. She just smelled it. So, she drops me off at my bus stop. As I'm getting off, I'm pretty sure my hands still smelled like the blunt because, blunts make your hands smell so bad. Like, they truly do. If you smoke a blunt, especially when you let it get down to the roach, oh my God. But, even the one hit, my hand still probably smelled like it. And I'm hopping off the bus, and she's just giving me the filthiest fucking look, the dirtiest stare I've ever seen in my entire career. It was bad. It was very bad. She knew. Like, I'm pretty fucking positive she knew. She just didn't do anything because, I don't know, I guess props to her for being cool. I mean, whatever, let me get my hit in, and it wasn't really worth it. The hit didn't really do shit. Like, it kind of helped me feel a little better. Like, my headache went back a little bit, but wasn't really fucking worth it, in my opinion. There was a video of it, but I can't find it. I would have shown the video to you guys, but it was Kathy who took it, not me, and it was a fucking shit quality because her phone is literally like a brick. It was like a fucking LG something. I don't know. It was a piece of shit. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you did. Don't forget to check out my giveaway in the description below. Sorry that this probably wasn't the best video. I'm super fucking sick right now, but expect a better video either tomorrow or the next day, depending on how I'm feeling. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.